day officially started. Starting off with lat push downs, really warming up the lats, trying to make sure that we have good feeling in the lats, because at least for me, feeling like mind muscle connection when it comes to my back, not my strong point. So I need a proper warm up to actually feel my back properly. So starting off with lat push downs, really gonna get the lats activated, give them a nice little pump before we move on to anything else so that we can feel everything properly. 2 sets of everything, not trying to go above that like 8 to 10 set range. I just feel like that's too much volume for me. There was a time for like a year and a half where I was doing the standard, like, 15 sets and shit like that. No muscle growth whatsoever. I stayed at the same exact weight for a year and a half. Yeah, I probably got a little leaner, a little muscle added onto that while getting leaner but staying the same weight. But it just wasn't as good as it could have been. Definitely not, because I was the same weight for a year and a half. So, learning from my mistakes, ever since I've been lowering the volume, I have been making quicker progress. If you go back like 6 months, like just the beginning of the channel, I think I was doing like 15 sets or something like that. Way too much. I was doing like 4 back exercises, 4 sets each. That was way too much. Now I'm doing 4 back exercises and 2 sets each, coming at around like at 8 sets for the entire back workout, which is better for me. I don't know about you, but for me, like if you're newer to training, you probably should be doing higher sets, because you probably don't know how to push yourself to failure every single set. Lowering your sets usually comes with the notion that you are pushing yourself harder, because it's a stimulus to like fatigue ratio, you know what I mean? If you are leaving a couple reps in the tank, then you're probably going to need more sets than the person who's going all out till failure, doing partial reps, doing cheat reps, shit like that. So that's why I do lower sets. Gotta lower the weight a little bit, do a little drop set. All right. Next exercise, high to low row. Have a little bit heavier weight than usual on there. I got 2 45s, a 25, and a 10. Very close to 3 plates. Cause I'm getting to the point to where my wrist isn't like horrible, you know? So I'm trying to move heavier weight without re-injuring the wrist. It's just a little scary, you know? Because if I injured my wrist again, that would be a bitch. That's no gains for another month. Because I had to wait a fucking month before I could do any upper body shit. And that sucked. Only doing legs. I'm not doing that again. Only legs sucks dick. But yeah, since there's heavier weight, still, I guess I'm still aiming for the 12 mark. But if I can fail within like, I don't know, the 8 to 10 rep range, that's what I'd prefer. You know what I mean? I have a big enough lat pump that I feel like I can control this while still feeling my back. If you lift heavy as fuck on everything, close to essentially what I did before the wrist injury, I would suggest, like, well, if you are not getting the proper development in a certain body part, then you should not be going heavy for that body part. My back, something that I can't go crazy heavy, because then my back isn't being worked as much as it could be. Other muscles are being thrown in when they just shouldn't. So, like, I could throw on some you're good, man, I'm sorry about that. I could throw on some heavier weight and just throw it around. It's possible. But I just wouldn't feel it as proper. So, we're going with this.
Yo, come on. There we go. No problems, bro. I'm not even touching that. Come on. I'm not even touching it. Let's go. Come on.
That's all bicep and momentum.
Back up. Let's go.
That's it. Ow. You see how I could just bang out those reps whenever I'm throwing momentum in there? A lot of you guys are probably doing that without noticing. Like, you don't know any different. Control the weight. It'll help with gains. I promise. It's just a little bad for your ego. That's it. All right. So since I broke my tripod yesterday, I can't tilt the camera up and down. So yeah, sorry if it's like, I don't know, the angles are weird. I have to essentially position them to where there won't be an angle, and I angle them a lot for a lot of the normal exercises. So that's a little unfortunate, but I'll survive. I'll get a new tripod soon. Okay. That was all you.
Come on. Chest though. Let's go. Come on. Oh, it can't be so much now. Come on. Come on. Let's go. There's momentum. Come on.
Whew. All right. Now on to so the back workout that I'm doing is Dorian Yates' back workout from his Blood and Guts series. I'm not sure if this was his regular back workout throughout the entire time he was competing or not, but it's just his most popular one, so that's what I'm going with. I just have to change it a little bit. Like, I would like to do barbell rows like he does, but putting all that extra strain on my injured wrist, just not the best thing to do. You know me, I love my barbell rows. I was throwing 3 plates on barbell row and doing like 8 reps with it. So I really like my barbell row. I would say barbell row or T-bar row, probably barbell row though, is my favorite back exercise and probably the best one for you. Can't do barbell row because of the wrist, so did T-bar rows instead because it's similar. Same with this. Dorian Yates used the row. We don't have one here, so this is why I'm not doing it. But a row where you would, like, it's single arm, and you would pull it back like this. We don't have that, so just doing something kind of similar. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly the same thing. But with this exercise, this machine at least, it's kind of awkward if you don't know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, it's a pretty good fucking machine. So, just because of how it's like angled or like how it's made, you have to really focus on the stretching the lats as much as possible, and then you have to move your arms in a certain pattern to be able to hit your back properly. So definitely not something that you load up with hella weight. Definitely more of just like we're going for the squeeze. It kind of hurts my wrist, so I don't know. I might just go to the cable row or something, because I really like cable row too. But we'll stick with this for now. Maybe it doesn't feel good and I don't even count it as a set, and then I go to the cable row. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna stick with this. Ow. Ow. Gonna count that as like half a set. That, when I had the struggle a little bit, when I started the struggle, I could feel it. Like I couldn't position my hand to where it wouldn't hurt. So, I guess onto the cable row. All right. 5 sets of rear delts. Only gonna show 2. This isn't a set that I'm about to show you, but I'm gonna show you how I warm up on rear delts, which has made a huge difference in my rear delt development. So, since I cannot feel my back or rear delts 100% properly without having them pre-fatigued a little bit and warmed up, I could do 1,000 of these. Honestly, I could do all 5 sets of rear delts and not feel it in my rear delts mostly. Like my traps will come into play, rotator cuff, whatever the fucking muscles are that come into play. But essentially, the muscle that we want to be worked, the rear delt, that back side of the shoulder, would not be worked. So, to make sure that I'm feeling it in the proper place, I do this. I hold it out here and do like some pulses. And this really gets my rear delts nice and primed. I'll just sit here for like a solid 30 seconds to a minute. Just do this. Maybe hold it in place. Whatever feels the best at that time. And just really pump them out until I'm feeling them properly in the back of the shoulder. Once that happens, then I can start moving up in weight and get into my actual sets. But if I'm not feeling them in my rear delts, then essentially it's a waste of time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm gonna warm up and then I'll see you at the first set. I'm sorry if you hear the beeping of the alarm in the background. I'm gonna try and talk over it. But, I forgot to say one thing. You know, it's my normal speech that I say every single time. But, I'm saying these things every time, not because of like trying to bore you guys with the same thing. One, you need to hear the same things over and over till it's ingrained in your brain. At least that works for me and what I've heard from a lot of people. And for the new people that have not heard them. And it's just because like these are the things that are truly gonna help you. Like if they helped me, these are the things that I focus on whenever doing the exercise. So if it works for me, it'll work for you. You know what I mean? There's a few key things that you should be looking for in every lift. Well, like paying attention to in every lift. And those are the things that are going to help you the most. Of course, there's other little things that that would help as well. But I feel like focusing on just a handful is probably best instead of thinking of every single minute detail. And those minute details will come whenever you're experienced. And if you're experienced, then like you don't need me to tell you this shit. You know what I mean? But the things that I was going to talk about. So, for me, I only really feel my rear delt from here to here. I see people going all the way back like this, and this is something that I did for a long time. Like anything past here, I feel like it's all rotator cuff. Like I can feel my rear delt, and then once I get to that certain point, I feel it all inside the shoulder, not the actual muscles of the shoulder. So We're keeping constant tension on the tricep, on the rear delt the whole time, and just going like this, not going all the way back. That has helped me a lot whenever it comes to rear delts.
Yeah.
Whew.
Imagine you were that
Whew. Actually, no, I'm gonna do more. Oh my god. I gotta lower the weight a little bit. Do a little drop set. Oh my god, it just ripped out. Alright. We're trying a new lighting spot today. Not the best, not gonna lie. But a little variety doesn't hurt, I feel like. Actually, I'm gonna look back at this first. Let me up the exposure. Maybe that one. Oh yeah. Now, I'm gonna go to the other spot. This is ass. Hold on. Maybe? I'm gonna look back at it. I'll include a few clips from the other lighting, well, this lighting, just to, I don't know, some variety. The lightings at a lot of LA Fitnesses aren't fantastic, but like there's usually like a good spot, you know what I mean? But at this LA, I think since it's one of the oldest ones that hasn't been renovated yet, we're getting a renovation within the upcoming months. Oh no. Ooh. Sorry that it's tilted, broken tripod, but hopefully with the renovation, better lighting, because I think because it's a older gym, the lighting is just not the greatest in this gym. But let's do some flexing. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, looking wide as fuck. As you can tell, my back is not my strong point. It gets better when I'm leaner. I hold a decent amount of fat in like my lower love handles and shit, but I don't know, it's not horrible. I just have high lats. You know, if they were inserting down here, then my back would look fucking gnarly. Like it shows in my front lat spread. See how like high those motherfuckers are? Let me get some good lighting. See how high they are? If yeah, it really shows on my front lat spread. I just gotta that's why you'll see some people, they like grip up here whenever they're doing a front lat spread. That's because they have high lats and they need to show more of the lats. So, but I just think it looks awkward whenever you're like that. So I just kind of hit it normally, like a hybrid version. But yeah, let's flex. Ooh. You can see me getting leaner. We getting leaner. Thank the Lord the bulk is done. Got up to 205 after the water drained out from not overindulging in carbs. I literally lost like 5 pounds instantly, but that was all water. Now I'm like a pound or 2 down of just fat. It's been a few days, so that makes sense. If I keep up on the losing weight too quickly, I'm gonna have to up the calories a little bit. I can tell that I have only had like not enough calories though. I'm feeling a little weak. I can't wait for my waist to be smaller. I just feel so pudgy and disgusting. Ooh, that looks cool. I see Derek Lunsford hit this pose. Hold up. What's he do? I gotta see the phone. I mean the camera. He shows his tricep. No, I'm not in a flexing mood. All right, I have to be a tad bit quiet because it's a little late, but protein, I got a Fairlife, 42 grams of protein, and then I got a protein bar because it's like, I want some semblance of like fatty food, like a candy bar or something like that. So I got a protein bar because it'll hit the same itch of mine of like wanting fatty shit, you know what I mean? And then, this is a little embarrassing. I made a regular chicken and rice meal, forgetting that the protein bar has 30 grams of protein. So I automatically scaled out 50 grams of protein worth of chicken because that's what I'm just so used to. So now I'm gonna have like 30 extra grams of protein today, which is fine, whatever. But it's like, damn, it's late. I don't want to be eating a big ass bowl of chicken and rice. But I scaled it out. I guess there's no harm. But yeah, that is it for the back day. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for arms.